Commander Zixthor's scales rippled with anticipation as the Krell warship Dominator's Pride pierced through the boundary of what the galactic community called the Silent Zone. For 3 cycles, 17 ships had vanished after crossing into human territory. Not destroyed, the Krell would have detected the energy signatures. Simply gone. Scans show a small vessel ahead. His tactical officer hissed. Single pilot. Primitive fusion drive. Zixthor's mandibles clicked in amusement. The humans were supposedly a young species, barely 2 centuries into faster-than-light travel. Their disappearance of Krell scout ships must have been luck, or perhaps they'd stumbled upon some ancient technology they didn't understand. "Capture it," he ordered. "Let's see what these humans know." Jessica Chen wasn't having a good day. Her mining hauler's navigation system had glitched 3 hours ago, and she drifted into an uncharted sector while trying to recalibrate. Now her sensors were screaming about an unknown vessel approaching fast. "Crap, crap, crap," she muttered, fingers flying across her console. The ship was massive, at least 10 times her hauler's size. Military configuration. Definitely not friendly. She opened a channel. "Unknown vessel. This is independent hauler Lucky Strike. I'm experiencing technical difficulties. I mean no harm." The response came in broken standard. "Human vessel. You will surrender. Resistance means death." Jessica's jaw tightened. She'd heard stories about the Krell, an aggressive species that believed might made right. They'd been probing Earth's borders for months, testing defenses, probably looking for weaknesses. "Yeah, that's not happening," she whispered, switching channels. "Jack, you getting this?" Aboard the Earth Defense Force destroyer Righteous Fury, stationed 20,000 kilometers away in stealth mode, Captain Jack Morrison smiled grimly. "Every word, Jess. You did good drawing them in." "Drawing them in?" his first officer asked. "Sir, that hauler has no weapons." "No," Jack agreed, watching his tactical display. "But we do. And they just walked right into the trap." The Krell had learned to detect human military vessels. Their power signatures were too distinct. But a civilian ship? Just another helpless target. They had no idea that Jessica's broken-down hauler was broadcasting their exact position to 3 EDF destroyers hidden in the electromagnetic shadow of a nearby asteroid field. "They're launching boarding pods," the sensor officer reported. "Let them get close," Jack said calmly. "Jess, you ready?" "Born ready, Captain." Zixthor watched with satisfaction as his boarding teams approached the human vessel. The small ship wasn't even attempting to flee, proof of humanity's weakness. Perhaps the disappeared ships had simply been lost to navigational errors in this strange region of space. "Sir," his tactical officer said suddenly, uncertainty in his voice. "I'm detecting massive power spikes. Multiple sources. There." The darkness lit up. 3 human warships materialized from nowhere, their stealth systems deactivating simultaneously. But it wasn't their appearance that froze Zixthor's blood. It was their weapons. Where Krell ships mounted plasma cannons and missile batteries, these human vessels bristled with something else entirely. Railguns, hundreds of them. Jessica watched through her viewport as the Righteous Fury opened fire. There was no flash of energy weapons, no dramatic explosions of missiles. Just the sudden, violent acceleration of tungsten slugs at 3% the speed of light. The Krell boarding pods simply ceased to exist, vaporized by impacts that released more kinetic energy than nuclear weapons. The Dominator's Pride tried to raise shields, but human railguns didn't care about energy barriers. The projectiles punched through them like they weren't there, tearing through armor plating that could shrug off plasma fire. "This is Captain Jack Morrison of the Earth Defense Force." Jack's voice broadcast on all frequencies. "You've violated human space. Your vessel is crippled. Power down your weapons and prepare to be boarded." Zixthor stared at his ruined ship in disbelief. Half his vessel was gone, sheared away by weapons that seemed to violate every principle of modern warfare. Energy shields were supposed to be impenetrable. Armor plating was supposed to withstand attacks, but these humans fought with metal and momentum. Primitive, brutal, and devastatingly effective. "How?" he whispered. "How did a species so young?" His science officer's voice trembled. "Commander, I've analyzed their weapons, their kinetic accelerators. We abandoned such technology millennia ago as inefficient. Inefficient? Zixthor's laugh was bitter. They just destroyed our ship in seconds. Because they solved the power problem, the science officer continued, pulling up data. Their fusion technology is decades beyond ours. They can generate enough energy to accelerate physical projectiles to relativistic speeds. And Commander, those weren't even their capital ships. Those are destroyers. Fleet intelligence suggests their dreadnoughts carry weapons that an explosion cut him off as another section of the ship failed. Jessica docked with the Righteous Fury an hour later, after the Krell crew had been taken into custody. Jack met her in the hangar bay grinning. "Nice flying, Jess. You played the bait perfectly." "Just doing my job," she replied, though she couldn't help smiling back. "How many is that now?" 17 captured Krell vessels. We've learned more about their technology in the last 3 months than the entire previous year. Jack's expression grew serious. They still don't understand, do they? They think we're primitives because we use kinetic weapons. Jessica nodded. The galaxy's species had evolved beyond physical projectiles, focusing on energy weapons and exotic technologies. They'd forgotten the fundamental truth that humans had learned in their violent history. Sometimes the old ways worked best. Their energy shields can't stop mass, she said. Their armor is designed for heat dissipation, not impact resistance. They've spent so long fighting each other with the same technologies that they've forgotten how to defend against something different. And that, Jack agreed, is why no ship that enters human space ever comes back, at least not under their own power. We capture them, study them, learn from them, and every time they send another scout ship to investigate, we get stronger. Jessica looked out at Earth, visible as a blue marble in the distance. Humanity had reached for the stars only to find a galaxy full of species that had grown complacent, their warfare ritualized and predictable. Humans hadn't forgotten how to adapt, and the galaxy was only just beginning to understand what that meant.